And finally, for today's episode, let's turn to Henry Hilton for a look at Adventist history.
It was on March 6, 1903, when one of our prominent pioneers, Uriah Smith, passed away at the age of 70 due to a stroke. He was an editor, an author, an inventor, a poet, and a hymn writer who dedicated 50 years of his life to serving the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Uriah was born in West Wilton, New Hampshire in the United States. When he was only 13 years old, he had to have his left leg amputated above his knee because of an infection that he had contracted. This led him to later invent and patent an artificial leg with a flexible knee and ankle joint. As a child, he was impressed by the early Advent movement. But it wasn't until 1852, when he was 20 years old, did he become a Sabbath-keeping Adventist. Uriah's first contribution to Adventist literature was a poem published in 1853 entitled The Warning Voice of Time and Prophecy. Only 2 years later, at the age of 23, Uriah became an editor at the Review, where they were working with very primitive equipment that would have discouraged most persons. In helping prepare the first tracts, for example, he used a mere ruler and a pocket knife to trim the edges. In 1857, Uriah married Harriet Newell Stevens, who was a co-worker at the Review. Smith was considered a handsome man of charming manner, more powerful in pen than in speech. He's best remembered for his book generally known as Daniel and the Revelation, which has had an unrivaled influence on Seventh-day Adventist prophetic teaching. We're grateful for his pioneering service that has laid a strong foundation upon which our church has grown. And that was This Week in Adventist History.